Hi. I have decided I want to let people know what has happened to me recently in the hope that I can help anyone who may be going through what I've just been through, and also prevent people from going through what I've just been through, and hopefully I'll be able to give some tips as to how to get out of a scam. I feel extremely foolish. Can't believe that this has happened to me. I thought I was more sensible, but it just proves how clever these people are, and not to click on on ads, basically. So starting from the beginning, 2 months ago, I saw an ad on Facebook that took me to an article written in Forbes, which I read. It was all about Holly Willoughby from this morning trying her luck with Bitcoin. And within the hour, apparently, she doubled her money. It was all so simple. And this article recommends, says that loads of other celebrities, loads of other people are doing it, and it just doubles their money in no time at all. And it's so easy and it's so great. And I mean, who doesn't believe Holly Willoughby? So I clicked on the link and I thought, well, I'll just have a look, see what it's all about. And I put in my phone number and my email address and my name. And I then decided to have a look and see if I could research this. But before I had any chance, I was already phoned by a lady in Switzerland, I think. She was very nice and very persuasive and explained how easy it was. And within maybe 2 weeks, I should have doubled my money, and I can withdraw the money that I've already put in. And then I can carry on trading with the other money, which is free money. And I'm just like, this is too good to be true. It seems a bit weird. She's like, no, honestly, of course. She's got a Tesla and a Mercedes, and I'm like, oh, I could do with a new car. So I agree, and I put in £250, and she takes my credit card details, and she then tries to persuade me to put in another 250 to make it up to 500. And I was like, well, why didn't you say that before? Because, that's a weird thing to say it afterwards. Anyway, I said, no, I can't afford any more. I'm an unemployed actress. I just want to, have a go with the smallest amount of money I could. So she explains to me that a broker is going to call me, and a broker does call me in a couple of minutes, and she sets me up on my computer through this thing called onlinemarketshare.com, and puts up the page, which is metatrader.com, MetaTrader, and she shows me how to trade. Basically, she takes over my computer screen by making me put in this thing called AnyDesk, in which she can then use my computer screen. And I know the alarm bells were going, and I was like, this is a bit weird, but because I could see what she was doing on the page, I was like, okay, I think this is okay. So she shows me, the whole thing looks completely legit, but of course it does. They're really clever, these people. And she starts trading little amounts of my money on different things, lots of different things. It wasn't actually on Bitcoin, but it was on various different things. And she also sets me up with a messenger type app on my phone called Signal, so that she can contact me through that, not WhatsApp or anything else, which is another strange thing. So she contacts me on that every day, and then she phones me, quite often from different phone numbers. She then takes over my computer screen and she does a trade, and then we're off the phone. So literally every day for the next month or so, she's calling me. We're doing these small trades, and it does look like my money's going up just a little bit each day. So I'm like, well, this is working. I don't think I'm going to double my money in 2 weeks, but anyway, it seems to be okay. But during all of this time, because I've put my telephone number down on something, I am getting inundated with phone calls from different people. Very rude people, all trying to persuade me to go with them with their trading thing. And I'm like, no, I'm doing it with someone else. Every single day I'm getting 15 odd phone calls. And it's becoming more and more stressful because I don't want to speak to these people. They are really rude and very clever. And I would block every single number that came in. I then had my phone off all the time because I couldn't deal with the fact that it was ringing all the time. And I was screaming at people. I was just like, this is just so wrong. How do I get rid of my number on this thing? They've obviously sold my number around everywhere. So I call the Citizens Advice Bureau, and they put my phone number onto this, what's it called? I've written things down here so I remember what to say. Telephone preference service, so that they should stop unsolicited calls coming through. But it doesn't work for 30 days apparently, so I've got to wait for that. I then spoke about what I was doing to a friend of mine who said, that doesn't sound right. Have you asked about how you take your money out? And I did. And my broker said, yeah, no, that's fine. You just need to fill in these forms and then, you can withdraw money. Of which I look at, and of course they are asking me for my passport and driving license details. And I'm like, I'm not giving that out. I'm just not giving that out. So she then shows me a witch magazine, and in it there is an article exactly describing what I'm doing. And basically saying that it's a scam. So I ask if I can. She says, you can't at the moment because you've got a trade open. I didn't even understand what the trades were. She just did everything on the computer and I was like that, oh, whatever, I don't know. She then suddenly disappeared and went away for a couple of weeks. And I had another woman speak to me who basically was saying to me that my account was going to crash because I was losing so much money and I had to put in another £500, and I was screaming and I was crying and I was saying, I can't do this, you don't understand, I don't have the money and I just want to get my money out and I just want to get out now. So she was like, well, it's your fault, it's not our problem, it's your fault. Of course it's my fault because I was the fool who did this in the first place. So I realise I've got to get out. I then realise, and another friend said, you've got to change your phone number, which is so annoying because I've had the same phone number for all my life, but I've had to do that. And which is why I'm having to tell people now why I've changed my phone number. But I don't want to have to spiel all of this out because it really upsets me and it makes me feel such a fool. And so I thought, if I just tell everyone, you can share this, you can tell anyone, just to try and prevent people from clicking onto things that they don't understand. And this was on Facebook. This was Facebook, that we're all on. And it was a great ad. And now, of course, I find out that ad obviously was fake, along with all the other ways that they've been trying to say that celebrities are doing this. They're not. It's all fake. So basically, I have now called Apple support because once you let people take over your computer screen, they can apparently put in these things called Trojans. And so luckily I've got a Mac, which is very, very good for security. Spoke to this wonderful lady on Apple support. She checked my computer screen, checked my computer, said there were no Trojans in it, but randomly she also said that her father-in-law was doing exactly the same thing and he didn't believe that it was a fraud, and she was trying to explain to him it must be. And I said, well, try and get him to withdraw some money and then he might find out. And he was getting all the phone calls from all these nightmare people as well. So bless him, I hope he gets out because he put in £2,000. So yes, I've lost £250, which I could really do with right now, but I've got to let it go and know that it was my mistake and I have learned the biggest lesson from what I've done. I just don't want anyone else to have to go through what I've been through for the last 2 months. So much stress. I also spoke to a friend in the States who does do trading, and he basically looked into the sites and he said, it's not legit. You shouldn't, first of all, you should never allow someone to take over your screen. And also you should never have to send in your passport and driving license details because that's just giving them more and more information on you, and then they can, do way worse things. Obviously I am changing my credit card number. Yeah, changing my phone number. So now I'm in the process of trying to let everybody know who needs my phone number, and all those things that you realise online that they ask, you've got the 2 password thing. So you do 1 password and then it says, oh, we're just going to send you a text, and you go, no, you've got the wrong number. So I've got all this stuff that I've got to sort out. But I feel happier now that I've gone, okay, lesson learned, draw a line under it. I've lost £250, gutted, but now I've stopped, hopefully, people calling me. It's been such a nightmare, and I just don't want it to happen to anyone else. So if it's happened to you, change your number, get your computer sorted, get someone to clear it, check that there's nothing in it, delete all your history, and also watch that film, The Social Dilemma, because that will make you understand quite what else is going on. And just be really, really careful. Don't click onto things that you don't know, and don't give your details away. So that's it. I hope I can help someone in some way. So please share this if you've actually got to the end of it. Please share it, and don't be a fool like me. Thanks.